I just wanted to do a video. I don't know, try and keep it quick, but some of the findings, we're getting this 111 taken apart here, and I got the blower housing ready to come off, and just scouring around looking at this thing, and the hood ended up falling off on me because the way the bolts were on it, and just, I don't know, things are starting to unfold. A lot of shabby workmanship, we'll call it. And I'll just point it out here. We'll go to this side, and my light. Okay. All right, so we've got bolts along here, there, and make note of this hole here. Okay. What this is, you'll see we have frame rail, and then this inner is a big boss where I guess it's like for attachments, and it's also the engine mount. So if we go over here to this side, and we'll see the bolts are missing, no, and then look at the hole. Yeah. So, can't really get it good. There we go. Yeah, the other side did not look like that at all. There we go. Big difference. So, tooling marks on it. So what we'll do, I'll get my screwdriver in here. Okay. That's them holes. If the holes were up here and everything lined up real nice and had those bolts in there, that guy would be up. I can't just get it because of the light and everything, but it's actually wearing into that. That's the oil drain. And I guess they must have had an issue. Hadn't realized the bolts missing had to do with it. So to make clearance, they beat the crap out of the frame basically. So, and then we've got that wire right there was turned up and rubbing on the flywheel, and I'm guessing it should be bolted right there. So I don't know. And then, as I already said in the last video, we had an issue. Tolerances were too great on the flywheel to the starter gear, and then the starter gear, the little bevels, I think they had them down. Of course, there wasn't nothing left of the gear to be able to tell, but the way the other gear came off and the way it's cast compared to this one and the way I put it on, I think they had the gear on backwards. They just, so that's just some of the findings. And then obviously the carburetor, it's white. Pretty sure it should be black. They obviously changed the carburetor. Couldn't figure out how to hook up the choke-o-matic on it, and that's what we have here for, that's our choke. So it should be full throttle, and then all the way up would be choke. So I just got a few little issues that we got to straighten up on here. So to better arm myself, I got some information from tractordata.com on the tractor, and I've been in these Briggs & Stratton a little bit, not so much these L-heads, but there's all our information. You can't see it on the tag, but those first group of numbers is our model number. The second group with the hyphen in there is the or dash, I guess, that's a type number, and then there is the, I believe that's the, oops, that's the code. And I actually printed out offline how to read that, but that code number right there is basically when the tractor was made, and I'm thinking what that would be is that 84, that's 1984, and I think that is your month, and that would be the day, so I guess that would be 84, January 24th. If I'm to read that correctly. Here's this was right off the internet. Tells you how to read your numbers. and that's pretty neat. And then these were off the internet. It's just my paper and my ink. User parts lists, and you'll use your number off the tractor. This isn't for this engine. I'm sorry, use it off the part number. Those numbers I just showed you off the engine, and there's your model, and that's how you would get your model number off the engine there, and then just Google Briggs & Stratton parts list, and it should come up big list. Select what you want, download it to your computer, and print it out. And then I also got eBay, got a parts catalog. eBay got an operator's manual. eBay got an engine manual. So I probably don't have. I don't even have 40 bucks and everything. Well, I'm sorry, I do, because it was like 15 or so for that. It was like 15 or so for that. And then I think this was 30, so I'm off. I apologize. Got 60 bucks in it. So that'll get me pointed in the right direction. Got parts list for the tractor, parts list for the engine. So we should be able to get everything we need. So we're going to move forward. We're going to get this blower housing off, get the flywheel off, and might have to put a magneto on it. And so that's where we're at. Got the watchful eye of the owner. Say hi, Len.
Hi.
He's making sure I do it right. Am I doing it right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Keep me on for a little while?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, look what we got here. I hope you can see this. Let's go. We got spark.
Huh?
We got spark. So I had this rigged up because I got the fuel pump off of it, and I guess the fuel in the carburetor, old girl was still trying to start. So I took the spark plug out, rigged that guy up to my little light there. All right, what we have, look down there, that's a grounding stud. Look at that ground wire. It's laying right in there, jiggling and wiggling around. And here's the other wire, comes up. Oops, lost him. Comes up, a big hand. And there's our ground wire for our magneto. And he goes right there on that terminal, right there. So, and look at him. That's bare. You've got some type of jacket. I don't know. There's insulation, but we're missing it there. And then I don't know how it happened, but we shorted out. So I just unhooked him and we got our spark back. So I guess that's why when I started a while ago, he must have been wiggling around and grounding, and it was popping and carrying on. So I'll put a new ground wire on it, and maybe some of the popping will go away. But boy, that's refreshing. Might save me a carburetor clean. So now I just got a few little boogers to fix up on it. So yeah, very pleasant surprise. Also, some pretty new looking bolts, pretty rusty flywheel, pretty new looking bolts, and I never realized their ring gear looks pretty new. I'm wondering, somebody didn't have this apart, maybe put a new ring gear on the flywheel. Starter doesn't look, it doesn't match the patina of the engine. Put a starter on it or a gear or something, and just didn't have stuff lined up right. And then when they got it together, might have maybe pinched something somewhere, or something was chafed. And I don't know, but somehow I don't know how the grounding wire would have gotten burnt, but yeah. So they just poor workmanship perpetuated the problem. I don't know. Well, I do know that poor workmanship probably perpetuated some problems, but what particular problem? I don't know. But yeah, that's what we got. Everything looks to be checking out pretty good, so I'm very pleased. There's the boss again checking on. We doing all right, boss?
Yeah.
Okay.